This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
The TalkSport Fan Network is proud to be partnering with Lotto from the National Lottery. All right, listen up. Lotto is the original millionaire maker. With draws every Wednesday and Saturday, you could become the next Lotto millionaire. How good would it be if you were next to win the Lotto jackpot? You can get involved and play this Saturday, so don't forget to buy your ticket by 7:30 p.m. You never know. Will you be the next millionaire? Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
Right, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Bradford City Chickens on the Loose podcast live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and on TikTok. And today's podcast, we are talking about Morecambe versus Bradford in the FA Cup. Also, we'll have the latest Bradford City news, the weather forecast, and what's on your plate. And just like a Bradford City charging you £1.50 to ring, we are now charging £1.50 to watch this podcast in 9K and surround sound to make your experience better on this podcast. I'm only joking. Right, we are now joined, hopefully by Lee and Haru.
The TalkSport Fan Network is proud to be partnering with Lotto from the National Lottery. Picture this, the perfect Saturday. You wake up, meet up with your mates, and watch your team score all the goals and secure those all-important 3 points. And then, just when you think it can't get better, bam, you become the next Lotto millionaire. Now that's a day you'd never forget. Lotto is the original millionaire maker. Will you be next? Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
Yo, UK! At BetMGM, we give our players sports betting entertainment like nobody's business. Football, horse racing, darts, boxing, tennis, golf, NFL, NBA. You name it, we got it. Offers? You know it. Bet £10 and get £40 in free bets. BetMGM, it's showtime.
New customers only. Exclusions apply. 18 plus. Please gamble responsibly.
Hey up, Johnny. Are you there, Lee?
I am indeed. How do you do?
I'm alright. And we've got a couple of people watching, so Steve and Diane, welcome aboard, listening, and people on other social sites. Right, let's get this party started, shall we, boys and girls? So
Why not?
Bradford, it's live tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Morecambe Mobile Stadium. The referee is Seb Stockbridge, and thank you for Diane for sending me this. So the referee stats in League One, he's had 7 appearances, 38 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, and 5 penalties. In League Two, there's had 4 appearances, 7 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In the EFL Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 9 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 13 appearances, 54 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, and 6 penalties. Where are we? So, a couple of post games where Bradford have played Doncaster and lost. They've won Aldershot 3-1. They lost against Fleetwood, drew against Colchester, and lost against Rotherham in the Mickey Mouse Trophy. Well, Morecambe have won 2-0 against Worthing, 2-1 against Harrogate, lost 2-1 against Carlisle, lost 1-0 against Port Vale, and Swindon Town, they won 3-2. A bit of insight. There's actually no insight. Does Bradford have kept clean sheets in 7 matches? And then quickly now going on to the Simon Parker article at the T&A. And I do apologise if I'm butchering names. I think people do listen to this podcast because I butcher people's names really badly. So the Morecambe possible lineup is Burgoyne, former Bradford City player Henry, Williams, Scott, Tondon, Jones, White, Tollett, Lewis, Shue and Dackers, with Hope, Songo, former Bradford City player, MacDom, Taylor, Millen, Hattrick and Lewis. Their top goal scorer is Ben Tollett with 7. League position is 23rd. Team news, winger Gwan Edwards, keeper Scott Moore and former Bantam striker Lee Angle are still missing from the Shrimps. Bradford City's possible team is Walker, Halliday, Byrne, Shepherd, Ben, Smallwood, Richards, Walker, Bobby Poynton, Sanderson, Cook, with Oliver, Cav, Adwar, Smith, Huntington, Pattison, Diabates, Evans and Doyle. With Bradford City top goal scorer Sir Lord Andrew Cook with 11 goals, league position 9th. Lewis Richardson hopes to return after his shoulder injury and Alex Pattison could make the bench. Referee is Newcastle's Seb Stockbridge, was in the middle of City's 1-1 draw at Stockport last season, awarded a late penalty that Andy Cook missed. The match odds for people who like betting is Morecambe's 18-5, City 3-4, the draw is 14-5, and last time these sides met, Jack Shepherd scored a late equaliser to rescue a 1-1 draw at the start of the month. While I get my mouth back in order, starting with Lee and working away along, just basically what's your thoughts on the game?
As ever, going to be tough. The Adams factor. If I'm honest, I'm looking forward to it because I think we owe them big time. And I can't wait for us to give them the payback they deserve.
Okay.
We should be beating sides like Morecambe. It should be a formality. It's not. It never is. But that's Bradford City fans for you.
And Tony, what about yourself? What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game tomorrow?
3-0 win. Easiest by. We do give somebody a spanking. And I think tomorrow is going to be the day. But then again, depending on what team he puts out. But if it's out like Colchester away, then I'm not all that confident. But I think tomorrow. They've had a week off now. They've had time to reflect, so it's time to put it into time to do the business now and start getting into automatic playoffs, automatic promotion.
Yeah, because it's FA Cup tomorrow, Tony.
Oh, of course it is, isn't it? I'm bloody. I'm not with it this last couple of days. I'm in a different country, so I didn't think I was going to be able to get on anyway. I managed to do it.
Don't worry about it. And I see Miss Callie is sneaked through the back door again.
I haven't sneaked, I've just appeared.
I like Ninja Callie.
I'm just glad Pato's back, Callie's happy.
So what's your thoughts on the Morecambe game tomorrow, Miss Callie?
I agree with what they both just said. I think we're due to give them an absolute stuffing. But I'd love it if the fans can just wait and leave Adams alone until we're at least 4-0 up and then start on him. Because he always gets us in the neck. We start on him, don't we? And then the end.
That's what I meant, the Adams factor.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait while we're 3-4-0 up, then start on him.
That won't happen.
No.
They did it last other week at Colchester. Jack Payne come past City fans and they all started slating him.
Yeah.
And I thought, Muppets, I'd have him back tomorrow, me.
Yeah, I used to like Jack Payne. He were a good little player, wasn't he?
He certainly was.
He run us to death.
Yeah, he
the
did.
Week. Absolutely run us to death.
And Miss Town, what's your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
Don't come at me, I'm scoffing. I'm having my tea.
Got your mouth full again?
Yeah, but I've got to, because I've got to eat with Slimming World, so hey.
Alright, we'll move on to Haru then. Haru, thoughts?
Yeah, I
I agree with what everyone else has said, especially what Callie said. We need to leave Derek Adams alone for a while, for a bit, until we at least get like 3-0 up for 4-0 up, and then start slating on him, because I remember last time we did it at Morecambe away, and they legit embarrassed us. So what we need to do, if we want to give him a good smacking, we need to wait until we're at least 3-4-0 up, and then start slating him.
Didn't we bang an own goal in last time we played Morecambe?
Yes, I'm pretty sure we did, yeah.
Yes, we did, Callie.
Yeah. We need to not do that tomorrow.
Are you still munching, Diane, or you safe to speak to now?
I'm safe to speak to her. I've got to get my tea. I'll put my jacket.
I won't come in. For your tea. What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game?
Shut up. I'm having my tea. I wasn't going to come in because I'm not well, am I?
What's your thoughts on the Morecambe game, Diane?
No, I'm not going to the Morecambe game.
What's your thoughts on it if you're not going?
Wasn't thoughts on it, not going. Bloody better win and get in third round. That's my thoughts.
Right, grumpy ass. We'll leave grumpy ass alone for a bit.
I'm not a grumpy ass. I've had a bad week at work.
Right, my thoughts Morecambe game is I hope we batter Morecambe, but I hope we win them, but I know what Derek Adams is like. He normally likes to bite us on the ass and do his Adams family malarkey tricks on us. Right. Well, let's get over and done with. Score predictions for tomorrow, Tony.
3-0 City.
Diane, is it any use coming to you for the score predictions, or are you going to brush past it?
I'm going to say 2-1.
Lee?
I'm going to say, I hope the players realise now, with players coming back, they are playing for their shirts at long last. Long may that continue. And I'm going to go for 2-0.
Miss Callett?
I'm going to go for, it's going to be like, we score, they score, we score, they score, and then we're going to nick it right near the end and beat them 3-2. And then we can all laugh at Derek Adams.
And last but not least, Mr. Haru.
My thoughts is it's going to be 3-all, and then 90th minute, screamer score, making it 4-3 to the Bantams.
I would love to know what you've all been drinking / smoking today. I think, Bradford, I think we're going to... I think it's going to be a tricky one. It's Mr. Derek Adams, isn't it? He likes to come and bite us on the ass. I think we're going to... I'm going to say a 1-0 win. Andy Cook to score it. Right. Everyone's favourite feature...
We can't just rely on Cookie. We need other players to score as well.
I know, but you know what we like. We can't score in a brothel. Right.
I bloody like you can't use it.
Pato's going to be super sub tomorrow. He's going to come on and score tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%.
So, actually, before I do get on the weather, we've had Dan who thinks it's going to be 4-1 to Bradford on YouTube, and on TikTok we have got Dylan's who thinks it's going to be 2-1 Bradford. So everyone else who's joining, get your score predictions in and questions for the panel. Weather forecast for tomorrow: the sun will rise at 8:07 and will set at 3:53. Bit cloudy, bit sun in the sky. The highest it's going to get is in about 13 degrees. So you need to take your big coats, but the weather forecast does lie to me. Right.
26 degrees here.
Where are you, Tony?
Lanzarote.
What is back?
26, wow.
26.
Yeah, for people who do regularly listen to the podcast, Tony likes to jet set around the world. So, right, the latest Bradford City news. And before we get to the, should we say, the more important stuff, what is everyone's thoughts on Bradford City charging £1.50 to phone up, to phone and book your tickets? Don't it?
We've got to get the money back from Martin's Fit Roof.
Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's bad enough paying £1.50 wet fees when you go up web. But to charge £1.50 over 4, I think it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Diane?
They've got a perfect roof somehow that they're getting in the stadium. I don't know, I think it's stupid. But then again, you can't go down to the ticket office. You can't get food at the ticket office anyway, so nobody will be paying it. So you can never get food for tickets.
I'm going to get to that in a minute. Lee?
like they say, they've got a perfect roof, but there's better ways they could do it than adding it onto a phone call. Do you know what I mean? It's just not for me.
Callie?
I've got two things to say about this.
Ooh, let me get comfy. Right. I've got my chilling.
I think it's disgusting for people that obviously like me that don't live close to the ticket office, because I can't just nip down to Bradford and go to ticket office and get a ticket and not have to pay it. But so there's that. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I forgot now. Now I've gone on my rant.
I can't mind reading.
Oh yes, I've remembered. I would rather pay £1.50 for, say, to win a match shirt on the day. Do you know what I mean? Go get people selling them sort of tickets again, so people can win a match worn shirt. I'd rather do that and pay that and have a chance of winning something like that. They could make thousands out of that rather than the tickets.
Like I said, there's better ways of earning money.
Absolutely, there is.
They'll do it. I think it's £2 this time, but it's up 6 prizes.
Yeah, but there's only, I mean, they've got what? How many players with subs? 16, 17 players?
Yeah, but everybody hands off Sam Walker's shirt, that's mine.
But yeah, there's other ways of having £1.50. That's just ridiculous, and people won't do it. People won't ring up anymore. Well, they'll just stop.
And last but not least, Haru.
Yeah, I agree with Callie because, like myself, I know most of the time nowadays, like last season, I had to ring up to get my tickets because sometimes I'm not able to get to access the websites, or I can't get to city ticket office. So yeah, people ain't gonna carry on calling up that they're gonna buy it online or go down to the ticket office. But yeah, like exactly what Callie says, that why don't we just do it like with a match worn shirt instead of charging people £1.50 over the phone? It is absolutely ridiculous and it's just disgusting.
So my thoughts on this is, I'm not going to name the two lads who work in the ticket office, but them two lads do a fantastic job in the ticket office. But like people have been saying, you can't get through. Sometimes when I've rang up, and sometimes I get through straight away, and sometimes there's like a 30-40 minute wait before you get the phone. So if that £1.50 is invested in staff to make the phones get answered quicker, jog on, crack on with it. Good idea. But if it don't, it's a waste of money. Right. And the second part, what everyone is here for, is Stefan Roop, 5 hours ago, has done a letter. And I can see Steve is here from Bradford Independent. So, Steve, if you want to join in on this, send a request and we'll let you join. So, the letter goes, Dear supporters, as we head into the busy festive period, I want to take a moment to reflect on this season so far, and thank you for incredible support. With third of the season played, we are 3 points from the playoffs and 6 from automatic promotion places. We remain in 2 competitions, with tomorrow's Emirates FA Cup match at Morecambe in front of nearly a sold-out away end. Another brilliant demonstration of your dedicated support. This season has been a battle of injuries, including a few long-term ones have made a considerable challenge. Despite this, the players we had available have shown grit and determination. I like to see where we've shown grit and determination to put these bodies on the line, as we should expect for everyone who wears our colours. They deserve huge credit for this. Like you, I was pleased to hear that some of our group are closing in on a return to action. There is a big boost for demand scheduling in front of us, which with 8 games before 2025. Looking ahead of planning is well underway for January transfer window. I will again invest and make more funds available to ensure we can do the deal we want and need to do. I believe we have a fantastic opportunity to achieve our goal this season. There is a long way to go, and there is still 7 sides in the division that we have yet to take on. Even by the end of the upcoming transfer window, there will be close to 20 league games still to play. We have made a strong start at home, our best since 2019. We must build on this. Our form at University of Bradford Stadium will be vital for us moving forward. I'm visiting Valley Parade 3 times this season so far, and has been great to witness and feel the atmosphere you create. Together, we can help make our home a fortress. Work continues off the pitch as we invest in our facilities. Recent work includes replacing the roof of the club shop and ticket office to protect the building for decades to come. That's where the transfer fund's gone. Further pitch work are taking place to ensure playing service remains the best possible condition for the remainder of this season and beyond. More plans are underway to improve various areas of the stadium over the next couple of years. I know you will be keen on an update in terms of purchasing the stadium. It remains my desire to have our football club in our own ground again. I've had a positive and constructive conversation on the matter, but I am not quite where I would like us to be. Finally, I want to thank you again for your ongoing and long support. Home and away or wherever you are in the world, he's nicking my line there, your support makes a huge difference to the team and everyone connected to the club. I will see you at Valley Parade again in December, and we continue to push forwards together, and we write the update further in the new year. While I get my breath back, Tony, thoughts on it, on that letter?
Oh, I read it today, and let's see if his words are going to prosper, and if we have got people going to be lined up for coming in January. I do think we've got a big squad. I think we've got a good enough squad. Yeah, we've had injuries, but then these people coming back from injuries aren't going to be match fit. So it's going to take him at least 3 or 4 games, and he's not going to blood him into the first team, is he, without having some kind of match fitness, or he's got games behind closed doors. I thought it was a good read, but let's just see if it materialises, because we've been down this route before.
Miss Diane?
Sorry, I had my coffee in my mouth then. Well, it's same old, isn't it, from Mr. Rupp? But let's see if he brings any players back, like Sam Stubbs and things in January transfer. But like you say, who's he going to get in transfer January? Who's he going to bring back in transfer? Oh, figure that, I can't speak now.
Are your teeth back in?
No, I knew I was going to cough. Who's he going to bring in transfer January transfer? Oh my God, January transfer window. They'll know who they want, and they'll know who they want to get rid of as well. So, and hopefully one of them's Oliver. So that's my point. But I think it was nice that he did engage, because I think people have been moaning about him not engaging with the club, all the fans again. So I got that when I was at work. So it wasn't too bad.
You couldn't give Oliver away, Diane. Nobody's going to buy him.
I know he might go down to league whatever in non-league.
So while Dan gets his teeth sorted out and superglued back in, DJ Lee, what's your thoughts on that letter?
I thought it was a pretty good letter, to be honest. I think he was honest about his negotiations for buying ground back, so pleased to hear that. Maybe it isn't where he wants it to be, but we know from old that Mr. Gibb is not going to give it up without getting what he wants for it. So,
from an early kick-off in the Sunday League to the final whistle at Wembley, from local heroes to international icons, groundsmen to gaffers, grassroots to golden boots, when it comes to football, it's everyone's game. Wherever you're listening across the UK, get your mates together with Carling, the beer of football. 18 plus, always drink responsibly.
that says more about him than it does about Rupp. I just think the letter itself, it's positive, it says what he wants it to say, and bring it on. Players coming in, I want a left back, please, Mr. Rupp, if you're listening. I want a left back, a proper left back. We're desperate for one. I've been all season. We should have got one at the start before we started. So, and he didn't. It's a position that got ignored because how many people have we tried there now? Ain't working, is it? We need a left back, a proper left back, and let Wright do his proper job. You know, he's a winger at the end of the day. He's not a fullback. He's not a wing back. He's not a defender. He's a forward player. That's what he is.
Miss Callett?
I'm glad he sent the letter out, actually. I think he's showing that what he said at the beginning that he were going to do was communicate with fans more, and that's what he's done. So for me, fair play to him for he didn't need to write, he didn't have to write a letter, and he has done. I'm just hoping he does carry on and get the ground bought. That is a big thing for us, isn't it? Not to own our ground. So he's still saying he's still trying to do that, which is good. So yeah, fair play to him. I quite like Stephen Rupp. I think he's doing as much as he can do for our club at the minute. So fair play to him.
And last but not least, Haru.
Yeah, I agree with what everyone has said. That Stephen Rupp did not need to write the letter, but he did. Yeah, players coming in January. I understand. Obviously, we need a left back like Tyron Cry. He is not a full back. He is a forward winger. He was just a forward player. We need a proper left back ever since Rydell has departed.
Lee, Tony, mute you saying it's not going to piss it down.
No, sorry. I'm having to go now, so...
All right, mate.
What's on my plate is I'm off out for a curry.
Enjoy, Tony.
Enjoy. Take care,
Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think.
Sorry, Haru. Back to Haru.
No problem. Obviously, ever since Liam Rydell has departed from Bradford City, ever since we have not had a proper left back, Tyreek Wright, unfortunately. Well, good on him for Tyreek Wright. He's been playing as much as he could for left back, but he just can't fulfill that left back position. We need a proper left back, and I hope Stephen Rupp keeps up to his word and does what he said in that letter. So, for all those that I know, good on him.
So, I've got a question for all of you. This is a simple yes or no answer. It's from Sean on TikTok. Do you actually believe the letter, Diane?
Yeah, because he's trying to engage with the fans like he said he would later and everything, but it's up to people if they believe it or not believe it. So, but I think it's good of him.
DJ Lee?
100% believe it. Yeah, he's trying. He got led up the garden path, didn't he, with his so-called partner that ended up in court. I don't know upshot of that, but let's hope it's, educates him to never be involved in football again, because he knows football, apparently. No, he doesn't. No, Rupp has stepped up to the plate and he's doing everything that he possibly can. And I like him. I like him. He just needed that chance and he's taking it with both hands. Good on him.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I think, yes, absolutely.
Last but not least, Mr. Haru.
I agree, but like other people can do, they can agree with it, they can disagree with it, but personally for me, I do agree with it, because Rupp said that he's going to communicate with fans, and he has been, so I 100% agree with the letter.
So with the letter, I know he's done, his third or fourth letter is done now. I won't start believing it until I see it, just like when people say it's going to snow tomorrow, I won't believe it until I see it. And on the ground, I really hope he buys it back. But I hope he doesn't. Then how I see it is he'll probably buy the ground back, and then 6 months later he'll probably sell the club altogether for more money. That's where I see this going. Right. Hold on. Sean, it's okay saying he stepped up Lee, but what has he brought to the club? Lee, question for you from Sean.
I'll answer that.
I've just got, one thing to say to that. He's brought a lot of hope back to a lot of people, a lot of fans.
And money.
That's doing the right thing. And I was just going to say...
Shitload of money.
He's brought some money. He's going to actually put money into the January transfer window, as it states there. There's money there to pay for whatever, so... it would seem, I don't know how it's going to work out in practice, that if he's going to put his hand in his pocket, we don't need to get rid of anybody, really. There are people we could do with getting rid of, but that'd be natural wastage anyway. That happens every January. It happens every close season.
So, Lee, so you know this podcast is by the fans for the fans, right?
I do.
Sean is bringing a question back to you on TikTok. He's saying he hasn't got any money. If so, why do we keep getting players on loan or get frees? That's to everybody.
Because that's probably an easier way to get it done. But he wants players. Sharp, if you listen to Sharp interview, he actually mentions they're only going to pay for players that they really, really want on a 2.5-year contract, he says now. So, with probably an option of a third year, depending on how it works out. I think that makes sense. I think it makes better sense than, paying for someone over 3 years like Sparky were doing. And then you're stuck with them, aren't you? Vidane Oliver being a case in point.
And does anybody else want to answer the question? What Sean's sent back to us? Okay. Take that. Silence is a no. Right. So let's get what's on your plate over and done with. Diane, what have you having for your tea, love?
I've had a jack of potato beans and some more chicken tikka rogan Josh.
Lee?
I had chicken balls and herby potatoes. And I've now got half a custard.
And Lee, we normally go down this discussion with Callie. Is it big balls or is it small balls?
Oh, these were large.
Large balls, right.
If you're going to have one, have a big one. That's what I said.
I love this podcast sometimes. We do slip stuff in occasionally.
Sometimes it does sound disgusting.
Yeah, it's not very family friendly, is it? Right, Callie, what's on your plate?
I'm having a bag of Twiglets. I'm getting in the Christmas spirit.
Twiglets? I'll have to Google that.
Twiglets? Twiglets?
Is that American?
No.
Are they large Twiglets or small Twiglets?
Large Twiglets.
Large Twiglets.
It's a very large bag of Twiglets.
Oh.
And me and the dog are sharing them right now.
Haru?
I'm off to a family's house to have a big curry.
And I just Googled Twiglets. They look very nice, them, Callie. They look really crispy and crunchy.
I'll bring you some tomorrow. I'll save you some.
What flavour are they? They're decent.
I think it's Marmite, isn't it, that's on them?
Not that.
Well, I don't like Marmite. I do like Twiglets. So you'll be testing a Twiglet tomorrow. I'll bring one specially for you.
Marmite flavoured.
I think they are. I think it's Marmite that's on them. I could be wrong.
Oh, good lord.
I'll let you film me, Callie.
You bang on. Johnny, just look for something that resembles a tree without any leaves on it.
And that's it. Look like little sticks.
Right. Yeah. I've had a McDonald's for my tea. Right. Moving on to, do you want to chat about, shout about, vent about anything? Miss Diane.
Yeah, all I want to know is if we've got our FA Cup tomorrow, you're going to want GA sacked.
Ooh.
Oh,
she's straight there. Oh, Lee.
I don't want him sacked.
To you, Johnny. We want to know your
that is
answer.
your question.
I don't want him sacked.
I am saving my vent for later on.
I think we've sacked too many managers. That'll be my rant.
No, you always say if we lose a match, you always want GA sacked. So when we lost to Rotherham, did you want him sacked after that?
Do you want me to answer the question now or later?
Answer it now.
Okay, boss. Right, obviously Rotherham with a Mickey Mouse trophy were through, so I didn't give two whatever about that. Morecambe, if we lose against Morecambe, who are currently fighting a relegation zone, but you never know what happens in the FA Cup. Small teams can beat big teams can beat small teams. So if we lose against Morecambe, I don't know. That's the question. That's the answer. I'm doing a politician. I'm going to do I'm going to do a Callie. I'm going to sit on the fence for the first time. I don't know. I can't answer your question.
But then, if we lose against Barrow on Tuesday night, are you going to want him sacked?
We've got Barrow Tuesday night.
Do you know we have Barrow Tuesday night? Because unfortunately,
Yeah, Barrow Tuesday night, late night
I
kickoff.
can't do a podcast because I've got Slimming World.
Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to do it at 7 when I get back.
We'll see. Oh, we could do it. Oh, no. Could probably do it Sunday. Everyone's free Sunday, podcast Sunday.
I'll have to see what I'm doing. I might be over from tomorrow night.
I'll be working.
I won't be available on Sunday.
I'm working Sunday.
Does this mean we have to do it Monday then?
Yeah, we have to do it on Monday night then, probably.
I keep forgetting about these podcasts, you know.
Yeah, around 7, please, so I can join it.
Would everybody be happy to do a podcast at 7:30 on Monday just to fulfil Diane's promise?
Yep.
Yep. I've got no problem. I've got no problem about that.
I'll have to pencil you in then for 7:30 on Monday. Right, Lee, do you want to chat? What do you want to chat about? Vent about anything?
No, it's just that, people shouting for GAZ and stuff like that. Don't you think we've sacked enough managers? How far has that taken us? We're still stuck in 4th division. I don't care, they call it 2nd, but it's 4th to me. There's still 4 divisions, as far as I'm aware, We can't keep sacking managers. Alexander's doing okay. I think he's a bit of a yes man, but that's the only thing I'd have against him.
Callie?
No, I like Graham. I've made it quite clear I like him. We're still in, and league-wise, we're still in a really good position. Like the RUP letter says, how many 6 points off automatics, are we? Is that right?
Exactly right, yeah.
So we're in a better position than we have been, and we've had one of the best starts this season than we've had in previous seasons. So I'm still quite positive about it all. I think we're still going to push on, and we're Bradford City. We always do it the hard way, but we might obviously get there in the end. So we were 1 point away last season.
Where were we when Sparks sacked McCall?
Exactly. And
we were up there and ready, but it just didn't give him time, did it?
No, and I think this season he's got the full season that's down to him. It's his responsibility, and yeah, I still think I think we'll sneak in. I don't think we'll get autos, but I do think we'll sneak it in there somewhere.
I think we will. I think we're well capable of getting autos, definitely.
Before we go to Haru, Callie, do you remember when we made a bet? If we got promoted, I would end up dyeing my hair.
Oh yeah, the red hair, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's still there. That's still lingering in the background, Johnny.
Still lingering in the background, but I think... Right, I can't believe I'm saying this live. But if we get promoted by playoffs or even top 3, I'll get a tattoo.
No, I think you should run through Dave Valley Parade naked.
With the sign covering the bits. I love Graham Alexander.
Yeah, definitely. That tattoo he should be.
Right.
Yes.
Right. All right, Callie.
I love Graham Alexander.
Right, Callie, I'll do it up to you. Right, you can do a poll or whatever you want to do.
I will definitely do that.
If we get to, I'll even grow my hair.
Well, I've still got the red hair.
I'm going to say I haven't noticed a lot of hair. I've got to be honest.
I always cut it, Lee. So if we ever get to playoffs, or if we go up this season, I'll either, obviously, keep my hair growing, I'll leave it, dye my hair red, or get a tattoo.
We'll do a poll and let the fans decide.
Yeah, we'll let the fans decide.
Johnny, how long will you leave your hair red, though?
Claret, amber and black, that's what it needs to be.
Yes.
I don't know if...
Yeah, do it claret and amber instead.
No, I'll get absolutely dog's abuse at work, so one day, I'll dye my hair. And
right, let's have a poll right here now, Straw.
There's no wrong with
what colour?
I dye my hair.
Claret, amber and black or red?
Oh, it's all coming in now. Yeah, you can dye your claret and amber. Claret and amber.
Callie, make sure you put it in the Facebook group chat.
I'll do it on the Facebook up the chickens page. I'll do a poll on there.
Haru, have you done your vent shout or anything?
Yeah, so basically, obviously, Callie can back me up on this. Last time we played Morecambe, I think we scored or equalised or something. Obviously, it's public knowledge that we all go mental if we equalise or something like that. But when we, as soon as we equalise, and then we go, and then we get back on the attack, and then we start going mental again. Can we please not push each other and make each other fall to the goddamn floor? Please. Like, I know I'm not going because I've got work tomorrow, so I can't go whatever, but people like, obviously, Callie can back me up. Can we please not make people fall to the floor and bang their head?
And Johnny knows this too full well as well.
Yeah,
We've literally had to hold Johnny by his legs because he dangled over the wall. Literally, we had fans holding his legs so he didn't fall down.
Yeah, I had someone grab me by the scruff of my neck to keep me balanced because I was about to fall backwards and bang me head up Stone Cold.
Yeah, it is bad there.
Yeah. So, when I fell over, I just said, Callie.
He even lost his glasses. He lost his glasses. One of the stewards had to pick his glasses up and give him because he were dangling in midair.
Right, my vent. And I'm going to surprise you. It's not actually about Graham Alexander today. The vent is about ITV and their football highlights.
Oh, I agree with this. I know where you're going.
When ITV and there's an international break, I've noticed this quite a few times. It's not even on ITV4 and it's not on ITV. League 1 and League 2 get absolutely abandoned when it's an international break.
I've seen
You're supposed to have the rights for the you're supposed to have the rights for the league, for the EFL, and ITV, you disrespect them rights by not showing any League 1 or League 2 football. But then again, when it's the FA Cup, like it was the last month, you managed to show the Championship football. So, as a person who likes the football and likes watching highlights, ITV, don't do what you normally do and be dickheads. Give the fans what they want and show football when it's the international break. Even if it's a fantastic 1-1 draw or we batter a team by 3 or 4 goals, I want to see my team on TV at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whenever you put it on ITV. I want to see my team and I want to see my team highlights. I don't want to go over to YouTube and have to watch it. I don't have to go over to Sky Sports and watch it. I want to watch it on ITV at 9 o'clock.
I have it on record series and it really pisses me off, does that?
Yeah.
Because I like to watch it on the morning when I get up.
I'm going to add BBC to that. Look north. It seems that Bradford City don't exist. And I hate that. It does my nothing.
It's like when there's Championship on. Fair do show Championship, but when there's not international break, when there's an international break and you don't show League 1 or League 2, I think they've shown it once when there was the last international break. I don't know how many viewers they got, but I like to watch my team highlights. And then on that note, I'm going to mute everybody now. Right, I want to say thank you everybody for coming along, from Diane to Lee to Callie to Haru and to Tony. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you for making this podcast entertaining, and I hope people have enjoyed it. If you do like what you're hearing, just head over and you'll on any podcast service, Chicken on the Loose, and you will find us, and it will be out in the next hour or so on all podcast services. Also, we've got a small Facebook page, Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Super 6 every season, and also Golden Goal. And there's a Golden Goal up now. So get you sent over to Up the Chickens on Facebook and enter that there. It's completely free. Occasionally we do prizes, occasionally we don't do prizes, but it's just for fun and for respect points. Don't know where I'm going with this, but there you are. Head over to Chickens on the Loose podcast on YouTube as well. Give us a like there. Also on TikTok and on X, aka Twitter. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hope Bradford City win tomorrow. Hope Derek Adams does not have the last laugh. Enjoy the rest of your night. Good night. Up the Chickens.
The TalkSport Fan Network is proud to be partnering with Lotto from the National Lottery. As all of our favourite players hit the field again, Lotto's ready to get you back in the game. You never know when it could be your turn to win, so why not play today and see if you could become the next Lotto millionaire? You never know when it's your day to win, and Lotto is a game that anyone could win. Rules and procedures apply. Players must be 18 or over.
From an early kick-off in the Sunday League to the final whistle at Wembley. From local heroes to international icons, groundsmen to gaffers, grassroots to golden boots. When it comes to football, it's everyone's game. Wherever you're listening across the UK, get your mates together with Carling, the beer of football. 18 plus, always drink responsibly.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport.
Powered by fans.